Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, before I begin the review, I just want to say this. Thank you so much for enjoying my videos. Don't forget to like my videos, comment down below, and overall, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you guys won't miss any new videos I upload pretty much every day.
Oh, he grabbed her hand. These two must like each other. WooJae and HeeJoo must like each other. It makes sense why HaeWon wants revenge. Now, after watching the second episode, I think I can confirm that this is a slow-burning revenge drama. And also now, just seeing flashbacks, we can sort of understand the main problem, or one of them. So at the beginning of the episode, we see HeeJoo just in her art room, and then we see her hallucinating a bit, seeing that HaeWon is in the art room with her. Clearly, she's not. This really shows that HaeWon is really getting to her head. And then next, we see Hyunsung. He was informed that the guy who was released from the hospital, he was released by Hannah. And thanks to Wikipedia and Asian Wiki and all of that, now I know that the guy, his name is WooJae, the one who was released from the hospital. And sticking with Hannah, HaeWon, we see her in the next scene, laying down, looking at a picture of her, HeeJoo, and a mystery guy who happens to be WooJae, and she whispers, "Why did you do it?" Now, let's go back to episode 1. There's a connection here. Remember in the beginning of episode 1 where there was all the blood and HeeJoo dumped something into the lake? Can that be WooJae? And they found his body. He wound up in the hospital. And then HaeWon says, "Why did you do it?" Well, just that moment in the episode, that's what I was thinking. And then for Lisa, she was freaking out because she couldn't hear anything. Man, HaeWon must have hit her pretty hard to the point that she can't hear anything at that moment in time. And she was freaking out. Her mom is trying to calm her down. They do end up at the hospital. Now, while at the hospital, HeeJoo was looking at the security footage and saw that HaeWon was talking to Lisa's friend. Interesting, huh? And then at the hospital, Hosu, he was running with ice cream in his hand. He does bump into HaeWon. And then after she left, his mom came by and asked, "Hey, who were you waving at?" At a stranger, some dinosaur lady. And um, so just saying dinosaur lady made HeeJoo realize that's HaeWon. That's a little messed up, don't you think? Dinosaur lady? And then we see HaeWon and HeeJoo meeting face to face. So first, HeeJoo calls her out for meeting with Lisa's friend, what she did to Lisa. She's still pissed off about it, and actually still being around the area after she left the premises to apologize. And then HeeJoo asks HaeWon what did she whisper to Lisa's ear before she hit her. HaeWon says, "I told her to stop because I know everything." And then we get a flashback at school, in class, well, in art class to be exact. Lisa, she wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. She was supposed to draw. She didn't. She was reading a book. And then in the next scene, in the flashback, we see her paying someone for their work, which makes sense. She does receive punishment for what she did, but to the extent of her being put in the hospital, yeah, that's a little bit too far. And then after meeting with HaeWon, HeeJoo asked Lisa, but then Lisa said it was all a lie. At this point, who do you believe? Now, before I get to the ending of the episode, there are some moments I want to point out first. First, so Jooyoung was told to meet with Lisa's dad by HaeWon. Jooyoung did say that her dad was a nice guy, well, a great guy, but HaeWon doesn't believe that. The mystery man who was discharged, yes, his name is WooJae, and Hyunsung, he was doing his own investigation, and he was looking at the security footage of HaeWon submitting the documents so she can release WooJae, and we find out they're married since 2013. And then for HeeJoo, as she was getting interviewed, we see flashbacks of HaeWon and HeeJoo pretty much hanging out, painting together, walking together, and it looks like that HaeWon taught HeeJoo how to paint. Now we get towards the ending of the episode. This is where things start to make a little bit more sense. So first, HaeWon and HeeJoo meet face to face again. HaeWon, she felt bad for what she did to Risa. She felt sorry. She felt terrible. She was scared of herself, but her face says otherwise. HeeJoo, she didn't believe her BS. And then for HaeWon, her mood changes once she knew that HeeJoo didn't believe her. And then we get flashbacks. We see both HeeJoo and HaeWon at a clothes store. We see the green jacket. So apparently HeeJoo bought the green jacket for HaeWon. And then next we see HaeWon getting ready for a photo shoot. I have to say this real quick. Shin Hyun Bin looks gorgeous in that yellow dress. So she was getting ready. And then we see WooJae coming in, and yeah, these two were getting ready to do a photo shoot. It looks like there's some thing happening between HeeJoo and WooJae. And then we see HaeWon and WooJae taking pictures, and then HaeWon asks HeeJoo to join in, and they were taking pictures. And if you look at it, it's the same picture that we saw HaeWon looking at when she was lying down and whispering, "Why did you do it?" at the beginning of this episode. And then, out of nowhere, we see WooJae grabbing HeeJoo's hand to pull her closer. So, yeah, there is something between these two characters. I think WooJae likes HeeJoo, or they like each other, and that might have caused some tension and probably the bloody scene at the beginning of episode 1. So, yeah. So my impression on this episode, most of the time we only got to see HeeJoo and HaeWon, just do their own thing. But then when they met face to face and we got to see flashbacks of these two together, things starts to make sense, and the dots were connected. And WooJae, I have a feeling my theory is right with WooJae. I think that was his blood in episode 1. I do think that there was some romance between WooJae and HeeJoo. It makes sense why HaeWon says, "Why did you do this?" She could be saying what she did in episode 1, or it could be these two were lovers behind HaeWon's back. Now it makes sense why HaeWon wants revenge against HeeJoo for what she did. Well, this is just a theory, and I have a feeling it's right. Now, relating to Hyunsung, well, we do know that HaeWon doesn't believe that he's a great guy. So I guess, yeah, she's going to do whatever it takes to expose him, whatever that may be. And as of right now, HaeWon is just playing mind games with HeeJoo. And to be honest, she's doing a good job at it. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the episode and my review. If there's anything I might have missed, please leave in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya!